Hey YouTube, it's Vaughn Friday. I'm a financial nerd, but not your financial advisor. Welcome back to the channel where we learn how to invest. Today on this episode, we're talking to my good friend Jay from France. Some time ago, I helped him on his financial journey, and right now he's feeling really strong about his investments. Today's episode, we're going to see an update on where he is currently and what he plans to do in the future. If you want more financial content like this, subscribe.
Hey guys, I'm Jerome, 39 years old. I'm taking some times off now, meaning unemployed, and I'm on hot tips investments.
Oh, where are you from?
I'm from France, Paris.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
And Paris, France. And I remember when I first talked to you about investments, you wanted to learn. And are you still investing in what I told you before, or something same?
Same, and added some other things.
Okay. Well, so what did you start off investing?
So I start off on something that you were talking about, the S&P 500.
Okay.
Yeah, I really like
Index.
the way you index, the way you introduce it to me.
Okay.
Right, with the golden egg.
Yeah.
Right? So I stick to that.
Do you remember the example of the golden egg? Do you know?
Yeah, that was more like specifically like, why would you try without prior knowledge, right?
Yeah.
How would you find this golden egg if you are sure that is in among the 500? So
Yeah.
take all of them, and then you will have it for sure.
Yeah. So my example with the index fund is the S&P 500 is like a basket of eggs. Some are rotten, but some are gold, and the golden eggs will raise the value of the basket. And when you're picking individual stocks, you're trying to find the golden egg. But if you don't have prior knowledge and you don't know how to research these things, how do you find the golden egg? You can try to find it, but if it's easier for you to just buy the basket, you know the golden egg is in there. You might not make as much money as having the individual egg itself because you have a bunch of other eggs not as valuable, but having the basket, it's very easy instead of looking for it.
Yeah, it makes a lot of sense. It stick with me.
It's stuck with you. And then you said you're still doing it. When did you start with the index?
I believe it was in the beginning of 2022, around that time.
So you were 38.
Yep.
38 when you started.
Yes.
What was your net worth? Like, did you have any debt before you started investing?
No.
So you had zero debt.
Zero debt.
And then you started investing at 38. What was your net worth at the time before investing?
At that time, it was about, if I need to remember, about 70,000.
70?
70, yes, total.
Oh, 70,000. Oh, I forgot to say, we're in China.
Yes.
70,000 RMB?
Euros.
70,000 euros.
Yes.
70.
Yes.
Wow. Then how much did you put in the index fund?
So I started only with, my first time was 3,000.
3,000.
Yes.
Euros or
Euros.
Euros.
So I will. Was it? I think it's $3,000 for invest.
Yeah, $3,000.
$3,000 at that time, but it was roughly 3,000 euros.
Euros,
It was roughly about the same.
Yeah. So how were you able to invest? So you're investing with US dollars.
Yep.
How are you able to invest in US dollars when you're from France?
Yeah. So actually, it's gonna be euros because I wanted to do the dollars, but you told me to look into it, and then so I'm on the broker, interactive brokers, right? And I can now invest directly in euros, so it's way easier.
Easier for you.
But I had a way as well from RMB to euros directly investing in a broker.
Okay.
Yeah, easier.
And then, do you remember what that index fund is called?
It's VUSA.
VUSA.
Euro. Yeah.
And I remember before I told you that if you wanted to invest in USD, there's a better brokerage internationally.
Yes.
And I thought you had less than this.
Yeah.
But you started off with a lot more.
Exactly.
Why didn't you choose the better brokerage option?
So I think the first reason was because that money, and then we're gonna see maybe later what happened, but I needed it to do some other things, and mainly invest in my own business. So I couldn't, So that's the first reason. Second reason as well is because I really believe in learning first. So I didn't want to put everything, even if I trust all your advices and then I try to learn on my own and see that, it's correlative, right?
That makes sense.
Right,
That
makes sense. So I was like, let me check with 3,000 what's going to happen and see from there.
Yeah.
And then just put a little bit on the side.
You're right. Yeah. You're completely right. Like 25,000 is a really tough threshold to break, and you broke it, but trusting to put your money in that,
exactly.
25,000 is not easy to make.
True.
And then how did you learn about investing? Like, what was your financial journey in investing?
So actually, I think when I think back, I always had this a little bit around, like a background noise about you need to invest. I remember I heard about Robinhood, Robinhood. This kind of platform, and that was the first time I actually heard that an individual could actually invest in stocks. Because where I'm from, maybe it sounds a little bit weird, but it's something like it's for rich people.
No.
So don't touch this because it's for rich people. What you need to do is work hard, save to have your car and everything, and keep it at the bank.
Keep it in the bank. Yeah.
Rich people, that's for them. The stocks, market, and everything. You don't even have access. You don't even know that you have access to it.
Yeah.
And the first time I heard about Robinhood, that was like, oh, I can. And I guess that's the name of it. That's what they call that. Yeah. It's for like someone like me at that time.
Yeah.
But unfortunately, I didn't really pursue this.
Yeah.
Because in my mind, making money and become wealthy needed to go through hard work and entrepreneurship. So that was my mindset at that time. Use your money to invest on what you're doing to make more money with it.
No, that makes perfect sense.
Yes.
Like I tell people all the time, like invest in you, and that's something you invested in yourself.
Yes.
Because you'll get a better return out of it.
Exactly.
Because you could get a good return over the long term in the stock market, but you also need to put more money in every single time.
True.
Versus you can get a faster rate of return investing in your skill set.
Yeah.
So
and when I started it, I had this mindset as well of try to use other people's money to make your own money, so you don't risk your own. That's why my first business was kind of the middleman.
Yeah.
So that's how I make my first money. I was selling wine in China, but it was B2B. So on one
business to business.
Yep. Yeah. In one part, I had the people who are making the wine and the people who wants to import wine, and I was the middleman. And on both sides, they didn't really know if I had the wine or if I had the network to sell the wine.
Yeah.
And so I used the money of the client to buy from the winemaker, and I get in the middle.
And what stopped you from doing that?
So after do I regret it or not? It's another maybe episode, but it was just a choice for my own life. What do I want to do? Because the job was hustling all the time. At one point, the last year I was doing that. I did that for about 5 years.
Okay.
My last year, I was out of my home for like 6 or 7 months a year. I was just traveling in hotels.
Yeah.
So you never really, cultivate a group of people, and I missed sports a lot, doing all those stuff. So that was kind of needed to change a little bit things.
Yeah. Some, people obsess over money. Money is important, but your life is more important.
True.
What's the money for?
Exactly.
Right? And then, so going back.
Yep.
So your first journey was Robinhood, and you didn't
nothing
the Robinhood
because same mindset. I was like, that's for rich people.
Okay.
My goal is to work hard, and already I felt like I was. If I may say, I was ahead of the people around me because I have this entrepreneur mindset. I wanted to be my own boss.
Yeah.
I have some trouble with authority. Yeah. I didn't want any boss. I didn't want nobody to tell me what to do. So I went into doing my own business. So I really discarded this possibility. And I have no one around me to explain to me what was my options. So I didn't even know actually that it was possible. And in my opinion, and maybe that's forward later why I decided to go into index and stocks and everything, is because the banks don't help you. I don't like banks. Really. To me, it's like I put my money every month. They ask me to pay, but I don't know. And then I stack my money. I pile up better and better. When I see it go up. I'm happy. I had 0 phone call to tell me, hey, you have a lot of money and you could do that and get even more. Never. Not once in maybe 15 years or something. So I was really fed up with that.
Yeah, makes sense.
Yeah, I want you to take action if it's good as well. Psychology said, I'm gonna take my destiny in my own hands when it comes to money. Let me try to find a solution with it. Yeah.
And so you are invested in indexes.
Yes.
How did you get from Robinhood, and you didn't do any Robinhood, to now doing index? Like, how did you learn that?
Yeah. So I think
what got you interested?
Yes,
in that?
it was because actually I got scared of something. I got scared about me in my 60s, 70s, and be like, wait, I will not have any retirement plan, nothing. I should do something now. And then I actually overheard you talking with someone else about this.
Yeah.
And I'm like, And then I started asking questions about it, right?
What was I talking about?
I think you were talking about like the S&P 500. I think someone asked you the question, what do you do? Do you invest in something?
Yeah.
And then I was like, maybe one day I need to talk to this guy. It seems interesting. And then I remember a lot of questions. I started research by myself and everything. And then I was like, okay, let me ask Vaughn. And then I don't know if you remember, but we were in a party for Amsterdam at the gym.
Yeah.
And then we started talking about it and you told me about it.
Yeah.
And then I was like, okay, let me find out how to do it. And then I bother you many times.
Was that all from me, or did you do any other research outside?
For the index, it was mainly you.
Mainly.
And then, of course, after I did my own research online, asking questions, watch a lot of YouTube videos. And then also some books you recommended to me, and then I read. So it was the title, The Total Money Makeover?
Yeah,
right?
Total Money Makeover by Dave Ramsey.
Yeah, I
That
read
was
this
really
one.
good. Yeah.
That was good. Then I found out by myself. I really like the book called Psychology of Money.
Okay, yeah, that's a good one.
Yeah, it's amazing. It helped me a lot, actually, understand a lot of things. And then a lot of online stuff. And
with finances, it's not a lot of head knowledge needed. It's more about habits, like the book says, psychology of money.
Yes, yeah.
Financially, some things make sense mathematically, but you often see people not do things mathematically.
Yes.
They don't work on logic and math. They work on their psychology, their emotions. People purchase things like, I can afford that, or I deserve it. They have that type of mentality. And this kind of shapes your mind as like, having a delayed gratification. It's like, I want this, but I also want a better life for myself. Which is better, this thing that will make me happy now, or guaranteeing a better life in the future?
Exactly. Yeah. That's what it was very interesting, actually, how much it was like something from your brain, psychologically, emotionally. I didn't expect that, actually. So it's a good discovery, and I love this kind of subject as well, how the mind works. So that into finance is really interesting as well.
And then I saw, we could put it in the description, you started your own blog post and you found this movement called FIRE.
Yes.
Do you want to explain that?
Yes. So it was very interesting to me as well. So FIRE stands for Financial Independence, Retire Early.
Yeah.
Right? And actually, when I read about it, and then you also recommended some another channel to watch, and then online, I went to investopedia.com. It's really good for this. You can have, and I was like, part of it is actually what I'm doing, but without any purpose. Without deliberate really do it. So that's something that I want to keep doing it. However, and that's a question for you as well, maybe, is it too late for me at 39 years old? Because a lot of, obviously, time is against us right now, right? I mean, it can play in our favor if we are, but 39 years old, is someone my age can start the FIRE movement?
Well, that gets into like our investment goals. So you're scared at 60 and 70 years old at retirement. Is 50 years old too late for you, or is that early?
I think it's too good. It's a good time.
Still early.
Yeah,
you still have over a decade. And then if you look at the median net worth of someone in France, if you started at 70K, you're above that.
Yeah.
So if you're comparing yourself, but you want to compare yourself to just yourself and you want to improve. 10 years as a 20-year-old and 10 years as someone who's 38 is still 10 years.
Yeah, it's true.
You can still retire within the 10 to 15 year mark. You know, it's still going to be before 60. You know, it's not too late.
Yeah.
Now, what too late would be in your fear. You're 70 and you have nothing.
Yeah.
And then it's harder for you to work. You know, your body isn't as agile as we are right now. Yeah. No, I don't think it's too late.
That's good news.
I don't think
That's good news.
You know, the other episodes, there are people who just started as well in their mid 30s, and there's another guy that started in his mid 30s and is entering 40, and he you know, he wished he started earlier. Like now with the financial knowledge that you have now, you wish you started earlier. But what we talked about before, it's like you don't have the knowledge. You don't like banks. They don't tell you this stuff. You have to research it yourself.
True.
And the only, from your story, the only reason I heard for you wanting to start investing is you overheard a conversation I had with someone. What if I didn't have that conversation?
Right. That's crazy to think about. Yeah.
You might not be doing that.
For sure. For sure.
So with the financial independence retire early, do you know what the FI number is?
Not, to be honest, not exactly.
Okay.
Because my current situation is a little bit chaotic.
Okay.
So I think my first number that I would to hit is more psychologically one. Like just to feel good about it, you know.
Okay.
It's not really to do anything, but I would like to go over again 100K.
Okay.
It's really just psychologically.
Okay. So you just want to break the 100K.
Yeah, I want to break that because I went there before.
Okay.
And then I guess I made mistakes. I didn't maybe manage well. And I went down, and that's something I want to have, improve.
But do you know what FI number is, or
no?
So in the financial independence retire early movement, the FI stands for the number you need to retire early.
Yeah.
Usually it is 25 times your yearly expense. So if you were to spend $10,000 a year, just 10,000, your FI number would be 250,000.
Makes sense.
If it were 100,000, it would be 2.5 million. And if you withdraw what they call there's a study called the Trinity study. If you withdraw 4% from that investment every year, you should be able to live the rest of your life without having to work. If you just continually withdraw 4%. So if we go over that rule, and you wanted to live off $40,000, you would need $1 million. And if you have $1 million and you withdraw 40,000 every year, if the market does continue what it does, average 10% over the long term, you should be able to live off 40,000 for the rest of your life and increase it gradually. Like maybe 10 years down, it's no longer 40,000, it's 50,000. And you'd never run out. But usually, because the financial independent retire early started probably a decade or less than 2 decades ago. It started. So these people haven't made it to their late ages, elderly ages. They're in their 30s and 40s, so they haven't experienced that, but their wealth has just kept growing and they don't have to work. Not saying that working is a bad thing. A lot of people say, oh, work is bad, but it allows you to have the option in doing what you want. You're like, oh, I really like this job. I like working at it, but it doesn't give me the money to live my life. Some people like working at the, just fighting around the world, or they want to be a chef, but they have to cook burgers and fries because that's what makes the money. They can't do their craft, or they want to film something, but these art projects don't put money to pay for rent, so they can't do it. So you want to work out your FI number. So if you have an estimate of what your yearly expense would be, what would it be?
Good question. I think it would be the rent, for sure. Right?
Yeah,
rent.
If you were to give a rough estimate of what you spent last year, if that's a good life, or you want to live more extravagantly than
that's the thing. Situation is not good now, so I really try to live really, really below my means, right?
Yeah. So now, but well, I'm just talking about for your goal. What the life you want to live. We'll get over. We'll go over what your current situation is later, but right now we want to see where your target is. Like, where do you want to go? And I'll help you make a plan on how to get there, and then we could look at your current situation.
Yeah, makes sense.
So what is, like, where are you headed towards? Is it $3 million, $2 million? Do you have a number?
Yeah, I think I have a very conservative number, the $500,000.
$500,000. Okay.
Dollars. If I can keep that, and live with it, but be around those numbers. That's what I had in mind actually.
So 500,000, that would be around, if we do the 4% rule, it would be around 20,000 USD a year.
Yeah, it sounds a little bit. At least that. That's what I would like.
Yeah, at least that. Let's try to shoot a little higher than that. Let's, because this is your entire life we're working towards. It's not, we're not trying to make this in the next year or so.
Okay,
it would be great if we could make it in the next year or so.
Sure.
But let's try the rest of your life. Like, what number do you need to just do whatever you want?
If we are in this kind of number, I guess the $1 million would be nice. Then it would be double. It would be 50,000 a year, right? A lot. So that would be something that I can live off for sure.
Okay. Yeah. Look at that.
Yeah.
Yeah. So $1 million, that is a lot of money. It's around 40,000 a year if you do the 4% rule. Some people want more, some people want less, but that's the aim we're going for right now. And then right now, your current plan is, let me ask you, how do you plan on getting there right now?
Right now, it will be first to find other income streams.
Okay, income?
Yes.
Okay.
Income, and then according to how much I can make, it's take a part of it every month. Just this year, just put it into the fund.
Into the index fund?
Index fund, yeah.
Okay, and
that's one part.
And I remember you mentioning earlier you do more than just index fund now.
Yes.
You used to be just index fund.
Yes.
And a year after talking with you, you're doing something else. Can you go over that?
So of course. So now also put some money in crypto. Yes.
Okay.
I know you really like it, right? Into crypto, and also I'm what we call a swing trader.
Swing.
Yeah. Okay. Swing trading. So it's kind of like day trader, but it's just the time frame is different.
Okay, and what got you into that?
I find it very fascinating. I learned a lot. I spent hours, especially so we went into a lockdown, right?
Yeah.
For like 3-4 months, I was learning about finance, about technical analysis for maybe 10 to 12 hours a day.
Yeah.
So intensive learning. I bought a book about it. I read a lot of books about it.
What is the book called?
So one way
is that book about swing trading or crypto?
About swing trading.
Okay.
About trading that you can use for stocks as well. One is Elliott Wave Principles.
Okay.
By Frost. It's just a technique.
What is it called?
Elliott Wave. It's from Mr. Elliott, who we have about 100 years of data, and he's talking about just the cycle of a market.
Okay.
It's about waves. You have some guidelines, rules to stick to a chart when you analyze a chart.
Okay.
Yeah.
And crypto?
Yes.
You got into crypto?
Yes.
Why?
So why? Because it's really trendy, and apparently you can make money.
Okay, trendy.
Right?
Want to make
all my
money.
crypto guys out there, they know.
Okay, and then, so with the index and the financial independent retire early movement, they're heavily weighted on the index. It's index and real estate. That's about it. They don't. There are some people that do individual stocks, but it's more like buy and hold. With the crypto and the swing trading, you're buying in and out, out.
So actually, my portfolio is I divided into two categories. One is for long term.
And what percentage of that is that?
So it's about like 70% of it is
70% is long term, and long term is index.
Index and part of crypto as well for Bitcoin and stuff.
Index.
Yeah,
but how much?
Okay, maybe we should talk about the time frame. Long term for crypto is like 2, 3, 4 years.
Okay.
Index is like I will let you run as long as I need.
Okay.
Right.
So let's break it down.
Sure.
Percentage wise. So you only have index, crypto, and swing trading,
Yes.
right? So what is the percentage in index?
So
You don't have to tell me the amount. Just the percentage that you're putting.
yeah, no, it's fine. It's like it's about like I have cash, index,
Oh, yeah, cash. Okay.
cash, index, and crypto, right?
Yeah.
If the total is 50,000, I'm about to have like 10K in index.
Okay.
Right. I have now what I put initially is about 10K in crypto, but now is way more. It's worth way more than this,
Okay.
right? And the rest is cash.
And what do you use for swing trading? The cash?
So part of what I'm putting in the category of crypto, because we call like stable coins, right?
Yeah.
So it's for me, it's no more cash. It's no more. It's really liquid. I can take it out if I want to. But I use it.
You're considering stable coins as cash.
No, that's why I put it in a crypto category.
Okay,
Already
okay.
invested. You know?
Okay.
I'm like, okay, this can go wrong. I can lose
So
it.
20% is an index.
Yep.
And then over half your portfolio is in crypto.
Yes.
More than 50%. Why?
Because look, for example,
It just seems so opposite to, not that you have to do like
Of course,
what I
of
taught
course.
you, but it just,
You know why?
especially with the blog that you just posted, it
Yes.
just seems so opposite.
I will come to that.
It just
You know why? It's because,
backwards.
but my thing is like this. Okay, tell me what you think.
Okay.
And I know you will. So, because I'm older,
Yeah.
you told me just previously that it's possible, but because I'm older, I feel like I need to take more risks to get there where I want to be. That's my thing at first, right?
Yeah.
That's how I feel. Second, I want to use this crypto investment to make money out of it and then slowly put it back into the index,
Yeah.
right?
Okay. Okay.
Yeah. So far, it's working.
Keep on.
So
Yeah.
I feel like I'm being judged right now.
Yeah. I'm saving my judgments until we're done. I'm trying to listen
So
on.
yeah, that's my thinking. That's something like because I'm later on in the game, I feel like I needed to put more risk into it, which is, and among the crypto world, I'm very in a safe part of the people who use crypto as gambling.
The safe crypto.
The safe crypto,
The
man.
safe crypto.
Safe crypto. Let's we can start the movement if you want.
Yeah.
Anytime. The safe crypto.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. It's just, so you mentioned that you're older, you need to take risk. I
Yeah.
think the older you are, the less risk you have to take because you don't have that much time. The younger you are, yeah, maybe you could put some crypto. It's also because you're not earning as much when you're younger. You're probably working part time.
Yeah.
It's not that much money, but the older you are, I feel the less risk you should take. Like the more money needs to be an index, and then the more money you put, the more money you have for it to compound, and it's pretty much your long-term view because that's what you're going to be withdrawing from. And with swing trading and crypto, like swing trading, it's like another job that you have to put time in and watch it. Are you making enough money swing trading where it like becomes a job? Is it fulfilling that income source that you need?
So because of now I don't have any job, I don't have income, right? Coming. So that actually provide some income for me where I can actually live with it. I can pay my rent, I can buy food and everything. It might not be something very constant, like very valuable.
Consistent. Yeah.
But it's working so far. Yeah. After learning a lot for at least a year and a half, I didn't start, a good year.
When you're trading, you're using what platform to do the swing trading and the
Yeah, I'm on a platform called Binance.
Binance? And is that also the swing trading?
Yes. Yeah. Binance is probably one of the top 3 or maybe the first one, like the biggest one.
Right now, I hear it's the biggest one, but of the top 3, only that one is not filing for bankruptcy.
No. Which one is it?
Huh? Binance is the only one not filing for bankruptcy?
No, there are many others.
No, of the top three. The ones that were the top three.
Oh.
The other two in the top three
Yes.
in the world are now filing for bankruptcy.
Okay.
So just because
I didn't hear that though. Let's check. Yeah.
Okay. Yeah,
I know about Coinbase, Binance, Kraken. Those guys are pretty solid for now. Yeah. But obviously, we had a big. That was a fraud, right? With FTX.
That was a big fraud.
You think that?
I believe.
I know. We are not friends on this, but I understand. I understand, and that's why I don't want to be the thing that's gonna make it in life. You know? But I want to use this opportunity. Like so far, I doubled my money with crypto.
That's great. Yeah, I think you should.
But I think I need to consider exiting and then putting back somewhere else.
I think you should exit that you made that money, because there of the great stories we hear of how much money you can make off crypto, that's a minority.
For sure.
Most people lose a lot of money on
but
crypto.
Because they don't learn anything. They just in my opinion, because they listen to news, the Moon Boys, and they don't do any research, and they go into what we call the shit coins, and they think they're gonna do like 100x.
Yeah,
don't do this.
That's part of it, but
so as I will ask you, why do you think some countries and nations they invest in Bitcoin as well, for example?
I'm not gonna get into the minds of what governments think and why they're putting money in this, but right now, crypto has no utility. Like the blockchain technology, it's possible that it could do something like NFTs, even though most NFTs are just pictures, but some could be like a receipt to show a person's ownership, things like that. Yeah, that has utility, but right now, it has no real function. Like for Bitcoin, as an example, it can do 7 transactions, or not 7 transactions, but it can do, I think, 7,000 transactions a second.
Yeah,
and then also the price fluctuates, right?
Yes.
Visa, MasterCard, they could do 30,000, 50,000 in a second. If it wants to be a global currency and used everywhere, and you're in a grocery store and you want to buy something, and that price is fluctuating all the time, and you have to wait for that transaction to go through.
Yeah.
Like, that's not good technology, and it's not getting updated. Like if something wrong with Visa, someone's going to update it. Like there are people, there's a company behind it trying to make it profitable, making sure it works for everyone, versus these coins. They're projects, and they're basically just funny money. In my opinion, I could be wrong. Many people, way richer than me, made money off crypto. But I just think, as someone looking to retire well off, I don't think crypto is a good way long term, especially for peace of mind. Just because the stock market, it opens and closes, and when it closes, that your money is staying at that price. Like crypto, it's open 24/7.
24/7, yeah.
The ups and downs, just all the time. Stock market does holidays. It has holidays. It has weekends. Crypto doesn't stop. And I just think, for a peace of mind, the older you get, you want more of it. You don't want less risk. I'm not telling you. Actually, I am telling you. I think you should sell it. I think you should sell it. I think you should sell it. Not maybe put it in the index, but I wouldn't have. Me personally, I wouldn't have that much percentage of my net worth into something so unstable. That's 50% of your net worth or more in something that could swing, as we're talking right now. I hope it's not, but it's possible it could drop significantly right now. I just wouldn't feel comfortable waking up or walking around knowing that's possible. And then the swing trading thing, it's like, Yeah, but you're also putting your money on the line and trying to follow these trends. Because all these courses that we see online on how to learn how to stock trade and all that, it's like, why are they selling it to people like us? Why don't they sell it to these big investment firms?
Yeah.
You know, certainly if their track record is proven and they can do it, these investment firms that are underperforming the S&P 500 would want these strategies that outperform the S&P 500. It's something to think about. It's like $4,000 for us is a lot of money, but for a big hedge fund, if they are learning a proven strategy, $4,000 is nothing.
Yeah.
And then you're telling us we can make our clients over 10%, beat the market consistently. They would pay hand over fist, millions of dollars. No, easy. But they're targeting people like us because we want to get wealthy and we want to get wealthy faster. And we think that we need to take riskier steps. I don't think we need to take riskier steps. Like the same thing with either jiu-jitsu or losing weight is the same with money. It's the simple concepts and being consistent. With jiu-jitsu, it's basically the same core principles. That's what you need to keep in track of. With losing weight, it's diet and exercise. It's as simple as that. There's no secret to it. Yes, there are faster ways like weight loss pills or getting liposuction, quick ways, but it's not going to maintain itself. It's a quick fix because your habits are going to show. Like there are people who get liposuction that regain the weight because their habits didn't change. Like you are making a lot of success right now currently with crypto and swing trading, and that's great. But the index has the history of the entire stock market. Crypto, it's very young. Very young. You don't know what's going to happen. And swing trading, it's been proven that I can look it up right now, that less than 0.0001% make a profit. Swing trading. That's not even being consistent with the market. They just make a profit. It's like, we made $1 this year. And how much did you have to put up to make that one? And I'm not saying that people can't make money every year swing trading. I'm just saying if you take that swing trader and you have them swing trade for 10 years, their profits are going to go down significantly. Maybe 1 year they have some great years, but over the long term, they're underperforming the stock market. And I feel as you're getting more, you're reaching your, where you want to retire, I feel like you would want it somewhere safer. In like the basket with golden eggs inside. Some rotten, but the golden eggs are worth a lot. Let's see. So your current situation right now, most of your income right now is through swing trading? Well,
but it's not consistent. It's not something that is. It just also doing this, making money is good for yourself as a way of maybe finding some dignity into like you making your own money. You don't ask for nobody's help. But obviously, my goal is to find something else now.
So what are you looking for? Have you started searching for something?
I'm looking for jobs. I'm applying. It's been a while, man. So it's kind of a weird situation for me. But this, and also, I really want to start another business soon.
Okay.
So I have a few ideas in mind, and then let's see how it goes.
And what would that business be? It would be wine again, or?
Probably not wine. This wine would be maybe something just an opportunity to make money as well, but I'm not necessarily. We'll see. Maybe you invite me again. I'll tell you what it is.
Okay.
You don't like this crypto thing?
I don't like the crypto and I don't like the swing trading.
Swing trading is not gonna be something. It's just for now.
Okay.
I have time.
And then, I would sell it.
Sell it all. Take the profit and go.
Yes, sell it all. You made a profit. Take the win. Don't gamble the rest. Especially when you're starting another business, you're gonna want the cash. You're gonna want a safety net. Like you're starting a business and 50% of your income is in crypto, and you think it's a stable coin. and it's not a stable coin,
No, it's not.
then your business is struggling,
Yeah.
and you need that influx of cash. You don't have it anymore.
Yeah.
Yeah, I would prefer it to be in cash than in crypto. I mean, there are other episodes. There are other people who have crypto or they day trade. Like there's the Marcus episode. You guys should watch Marcus. He does swing trading himself, but his swing trading, it seems like a lot, like 2,500. But if you compare it to his net worth, it's less than 1%. You're doing it with half your net worth. I can't imagine doing that with half my net worth. I worked way too hard for that money to, like, you say it's a strategy and people can do it, but to me it's just like gambling. It's just
it's not for everyone, for sure. Maybe it's not even for me, but for now it's working. But I hear you for sure. For sure, I understand what you mean, and I think about it too, because it's like you said, it's the volatility is huge compared to the index and everything. And maybe I was thinking backwards. You see, it was good to talk to you, because to me, because I'm late. I'm late in my life, we say. So I needed to take more risks to get where I wanted.
I don't think you should think about it as late. Like most people, they go their entire lives not knowing this information.
Yeah, true.
I don't think you're late at all. I think you feel late, but you shouldn't feel late. You should.
I do actually. Yeah, that's the thing.
You're not. You're not. You're doing fine. Really, kind of disappointed.
Yeah.
Oh my God. Because when I first heard you doing indexes, I was like, okay, that's cool. And then you were doing something else. I thought you started value investing, or maybe investing in real estate back in France or something like that. Something consistent that we see actually wealthy people actually have. Like the wealthiest people, they don't invest in crypto. Like there are people who got rich off crypto, but the wealthiest of the wealthy, they do tried and true methods, like having a business or buying real estate. Like that stuff has been around for, since the stock market, or since real estate became property became valuable. But I would honestly sell all that, put an index, and focus on your main source of net worth is your income. Like that's the biggest power tool for your net worth. Like all this investing stuff, people think they're going to get rich investing. The main reason people get rich is their income. And then what they use their income is investing into their secondary, which would be either like me, the stock market, or other people, real estate. And over time, hopefully, with enough time, that secondary investment, that income, will be able to surpass your current income. But even though let's say you make the best crypto trades, you make the best swings, but you're not working with a lot of money. You can make high percentages, but $1 times 1,000% is only $100. But if you had $100,000 and you did 1,000%, then you would be $10 million. But you put $100,000 on the line. Making $100,000 over the past few years, it's like I wouldn't risk that. That's my time. That's over a year of my life. And then I'm gonna gamble that. That's basically what I'm saying. If I want to do swing trading or crypto, I was like, I'm gonna gamble a year's worth of hard work that I put sweat and blood and my time, where I could have been doing things I wanted to do, but I'm gonna gamble with it. That's
how you see it.
That's how I see it. I was like, I'm younger than you. I could. Not that I could take that risk, but it's less harmful for me because I have more time to make it up. I feel at your age, you still have a lot of time. You could still make it up, but you should start not taking those types of risks. You focus on your business, making that income, and that investing in indexes or investing in other things that are safer. I think that's the path to get to your 1 million.
Yeah.
But it's you. I'm a younger guy than you. Yeah, you don't listen to punks like me. So now that you have my thoughts,
Yes.
what do you think you're gonna do now with that information?
So I think two things. First, I will keep looking for a job of bring up my business idea to life to find an income. Right?
Okay.
Then second, I really want to work on the number, the FI that you were giving me.
FI number.
So like more in depth and really think about it.
Yeah, look it up.
And third, of course, I trust you and I take your advice very seriously. So I'm gonna probably I should reevaluate at least first the balance of my portfolio, put way less on the crypto part and more on index and everything. Probably this. And it's good to have profit anyway. So for now, it's good. I can take it and run.
Just sell all of it. Okay. That's you.
Yeah.
Just sell all of it. So it's glad to see that. How do you feel about the index so far? Like, how do you feel? Like, it's been a year now.
It's been a year to me, to be honest, because I think I entered at a point where it went a little bit lower and it's going back again. So it's about the same. Yeah, it's about the same. But it's okay.
Like,
I feel good by it.
You feel good.
Yeah,
about
I feel
it,
good by it. I trust it. Yes, and I feel like hopefully the next year will be good years for it. And but that's something. And like you said, you talk about not how to say calm about it and not really stress about it. I think the index is pretty good for this. I don't even look at it, to be honest. I don't even
and how often do you look at your crypto portfolio?
I can't wait to look at it. Just kidding.
But so index, you don't look at it, but crypto and swing trading.
I need to almost every day.
That takes up real estate in your mind, and that real estate and that time is taken away from you finding a job that could guarantee you more money right now up front or starting your business. Imagine how much time you're learning more about swing trading, learning more about crypto, when you could be learning more about the business you want to start.
It's a good point. Of course.
All right, we're getting to the end of the show. I'm going to ask you the same 3 questions I ask everyone.
Sure.
First one. What is your biggest money win, biggest financial win?
So my first one was my first and big order when I was selling wine for my first business.
Okay.
So that was a great deal.
What was that?
So it was not the biggest amount, but the biggest win for me, it was something about like 5,000 euros I made in that deal, and I was super happy.
And how long did it take to make that deal happen? Like from start to close? Like you called them, and how did you close receiving it?
If I remember, at least, I think it was in between. I think it was from an exhibition, and then from there, at least a good 3-4 months. So for 5,000, it's not. But that was amazing.
But that wasn't the only deal you made.
That was not the only one.
Yeah, but that was the big one.
The big one, and when everything went well and no problem, so that was great. It was about 3-4 months.
3-4 months.
Yeah.
And what did you do with that money?
I think I reinvested it.
In the business. How much did you have to spend to make that 5,000? So
almost nothing. Just my time.
Just your time.
So it's valuable, but my time, yes. That's why I was talking about working with other people money. So it was. So so to be honest, maybe my investment was my time, of course, but maybe 2 or 3 flight tickets and hotels nights. That's it.
Okay. That's great. Why don't you do that again?
Yeah, man, it was very successful at that time. But like I said, it was a trust for my life because spending way too much traveling.
Oh, too much traveling.
Yeah. But
traveling sucks.
Traveling for pleasure is good, but when you're like for business, not the same.
Not the same. Okay. And then, what is your biggest money loss? Like, what was the one that you felt like, that cost me a lot?
Yeah. So it was investing in another business.
Okay.
That was actually my passion. I really like it, but without knowing anything about the industry. So that was my biggest mistake. It was because I like it and I want to spend time in it, then let me invest. But and that's a big mistake, without knowing how much can I make with it, what was the return of it, and how long and everything.
Yeah.
That was my biggest one.
And how?
So in total, how much I lost?
I mean, if you don't want to say that, you don't have to. But
No, it's fine. But it's a little bit difficult to. A part of it is difficult because that's why we're saying the opportunity cost.
Yeah.
Because so I ended up putting. I think I lost about 20K in this adventure along for like 4 or 5 years.
Euros.
Yeah, euros.
Okay.
20,000 euros. But also the opportunity cost because I worked for it and didn't have income. So basically, I was working for free.
Oh.
So
how did you live? If
taking from my saving, and that's why it went down. You know.
Of the 20K.
No, 20K. That was the investment I lost. Plus, because I didn't have any income, so I needed to take from my cash reserve to live off this money. So that was the biggest one for sure. That's why in this, my situation for now is like a little bit chaotic.
Okay. So you had 2 businesses.
So I choose to close one.
Yeah.
To enter another one.
Yeah.
Because of this choice I made.
Wine, and then your passion.
Yes.
And then now you want to do a new one.
But probably I will find a job.
Find a job.
Yeah, first. Just to, get back to it, have a little bit less stress, save up a little bit. And then along the way, it's going to be first my side hustle for my business and see how it works. Yeah.
Now, there may be someone like a younger Jerome, who's 20, watching you right now, seeing your situation.
Yep.
If you were able to talk to your 20-year-old self, if you could look at the camera over here,
sure.
what would you tell young 20-year-old Jerome?
So, listen, Jerome, you're young. Don't be too hard on yourself. Trust a little bit more your instinct when it comes to finance and be curious about it. Don't hesitate to ask questions and try to find people with the answers, and just go with it. Hustle, really try to work as much as you can, especially in your 20s. Don't be lazy. Wake up, find jobs in the weekends. You don't need to have 3-4 months of vacation. Just take 1 month maximum if you really want to, but even that, try to work more, save on the side, and learn. Keep learning. Learning is gonna help you in the long run. Knowledge is powerful for sure, and go from there. And keep living below your means. You do that good, but sometimes just take some of the money and get some reward for your hard work as well. Don't forget that. Yeah.
Good. How do you feel about being on the show?
Very good. I love it. I hope I can come again. Thank you for having me. And I think it's very important actually what you do, even if it's a little bit of time, but it's for people's lives in future. And that's what I think that is very important to people to know, because sometimes we don't have this opportunity to have this kind of knowledge, especially for free on YouTube. So you should subscribe and like and share, because I'm pretty sure for me who just overheard you, if you can share and people just stumble out into this video and see how poor I'm doing right now, but I will be better because I'm gonna sell, maybe, and then I think it's gonna be good. So thank you for having me, and I love the show already. I can't wait to see it.
Thank you, Jerome.
Thank you.
Bonsoir.
Bonsoir.
Merci beaucoup.
See you guys.
I want to give a big thank you to Jay for coming on this channel and sharing his financial journey, and a bigger thank you to you for staying all the way to the end of the video and subscribing. As a financial nerd, I'll give you an overall review of what I think about Jay's financial situation. Currently, Jay has no debt, so that's very good. But he's basically gambling with 50% of his net worth. I really think he should sell. I hope that after our talk, he sells all his crypto and starts putting it in safer options. Just because you started later than I did or other people did doesn't mean you're starting late. You start your financial journey when you start. You don't need to take big risks to retire early. As far as his journey goes, he's continuing to learn more and self-educate himself. And I believe he's going to start a good business. He had one good business before and another failed venture. But the thing is, with failures comes lessons. And from those lessons will come lots of money. Thank you, Jay, for coming on and sharing all of that. And if you have any more questions for Jay or I, leave them in the comment section down below. And I'll see you in the next video. Bye.